Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to a Massachusetts Central radio show. I'm your humble host, Mike Camo, here on a very chilly and very rainy Friday night here. Not Friday night, but Monday night here. Hello everybody, and a nighttime radio show vlog, or a night talk radio, or a night talk radio show episode. This is obviously a play on night chats, night talks from the early days of this channel. Hello everybody. You didn't think you'd see one of these ever again. I sure never have. But yeah, guys, hello everybody, and welcome back. And I'm my dad. All right, part two, or this is going to be the combined. Sorry, this is paying me about an hour or so later. Hello everybody. I was going to do it outside, but my lens was getting foggy, and I had to talk to my dad for a few minutes outside. Besides put out the trash. So yeah, guys, welcome to a night talk. Well, welcome to a night talk radio show. Well, welcome back to pardon the interruption. You guys watched this. It's so I wanted to lift off where I left off during the small interruption that I just made. But yeah, guys, I haven't done one of these in I think 2-3 years. Yeah, I haven't done one of these. It's 2019. I tried one of these. I think it was like 89. So this is a night talk radio episode. So this is the newer versions of the night talk episodes. Well, it's night talk in a different form, so I will add it to that playlist. And this still counts as episode 38. So episode 38 of this year, episode 318. So yeah, guys, just wanted to tell you guys that I've been wanting to do one of these episodes for a while now. It's been far too long since I have done one, since I've done a night talk episode. So I just wanted to tell you guys that actually I'm gonna sit a little further back so you guys can see me a little bit better. Don't worry, I'm fully clothed. I have don't worry, it may look like my knees done, but I do actually have something below my waist, covering my waist, my below waist area, undergarments. So everybody, I haven't done one of these, so I thought I'd rechristen this. Thought I'd start this rechristened thing with a quote, and it's usually from a movie or a race car driver or an automotive engineer or a guy that made the automotive or racing industry. So to quote a certain racing manager / race team owner, you guys will know this, but nothing is impossible to do. If it is impossible and it is something that is a challenge, it turns me on. The man who puts the most effort in is better than the man who sits back and waits. And that man who puts his hard work in and puts more work in than that guy who just sits and waits for his time to shine. Because I believe effort equals results. That quote or that wording or that paraphrasing goes to Roger Penske. Roger Penske is one of my favorite race car team owners, and he's one of my favorite businessmen over to my father, who owns a construction business. Roger Penske and my dad are one and the same. They started out at a very early age, doing what was necessary to make ends meet, but also to find out ways to make money and actually start a business. My dad started out building fences and fixing fences and doing woodwork down the Cape when he was a little kid. Roger Penske started out his business, his business aptitude by wanting to buy a bike, but his father said he had to go out and earn it himself. Penske, very young, ended up entering a contest. He was a newspaper boy in Cleveland, Ohio, and he ended up, and the contest said if you get this many subscribers, you can get the route, and you can earn money. Penske, I think, got like double or triple what the paper was asking, and getting subscribers, he was able to get people to get the paper, and that way he got people to pay. That way he got people to pay for his people to pay up, and he got a new bike. He got a new bike for his pay his new bike and get pay for his new bike and get but Penske's real attitude in racing kind of was put forth when he saw the 1951 Indianapolis 500 with his dad. So Mr. Penske, Senior Penske, who was, I believe, did work with iron, and I think he had a foundry, or he was a iron, or he dealt with steel, iron, sale of metals, Penske ended up doing that. So I just wanted to give that quote, and it kind of matches my dad's. One of my dad's mannerisms. You know, you work hard, you save your money, you do what you need to do to get by, and you figure out a way to make your dreams come true. So that's the reason why Penske and my dad are both my probably my idols now. You know, now that I'm done with social work and I'm done helping people, well, I still help people. I mean, my idols, I didn't talk about my idols when I was a kid. My human idols, not my cartoon idols. When I was a teen, when I was a kid, it was mostly Goku, my dad. Goku from Dragon Ball Z. For those of you who goes like, oh, that's a stupid show, you know, I'll have to explain that at some point on this channel why I like the show, and I have to explain it to my friend Thomas Gilkey, who absolutely hates that show. So I'm gonna do a whole overview of why I like the show and what it did for me as a kid, and what it did to empower me. I mean, each person has that hero that they look up to in their certain parts of their life. I know for him it's Robert Downey Jr. and his ability to overcome his drug use, and alcoholism, which was a huge thing because the man's now $1 million. Because look at the guy, even though he's done a bunch of stuff, he's made multi-billions playing Iron Man, so, and being in the Avengers, which is great. And you know, that's the reason why he looks up to Stanley. But I'll have to do that. Looks up to you know, Robert Downey Jr., Stanley, and all the Avengers. So but I'll get into that. But I'll get into my idols as a kid. Dad was always present. He always was sort of a coach in life. He always sort of point me in the right direction. Um, he still does because he's great for advice and he's good to talk to. He always will be to the day he dies. So, um, and I always remember his advice till the day I die. So, um, one of my teachers and almost a good portion of my teachers um, were my influences. My counselors in high school were probably every single one of them, just not an individual one, always taught me to improve myself socially, mentally, confidence wise. I remember each one kind of helped me to a new milestone. Even though I had three back then. Um, I believe, and I always and I always achieved something big with each one. So, you know, if it for the last one, her name is, I don't know if her name is, I don't know if her last name is, if her last name changed or not, but, Erin Henkel, that's right. Um, she, um, she kind of with that, the milestone I kind of hit with that is I did well as I kept doing well in school. I had my first girlfriend, Megan McCaffrey, who's my friend now, who I hang out and go to the movies now. We sort of reconciled and we kind of put that behind us, which is great because she's an amazing girl, and she's smart, kind, she's calm, very, very good, sarcastic, and also very good. Um, with Sarah, with Sarah, I think it was either Dickinson or Dickerson. I can't remember. I think it was Dickinson, like in Emily Dickinson, and the famous author, so to speak. I got my first high honor roll with that one. Um, I would continue that on when my primary Jen Thorell came back after she had her second kid, and she was kind of the big one out of all of them. She told me to hold my head up high and be strong and be confident, and pretty sure I've said that quote to a bunch of people. I'm pretty sure I said it to April 2 years ago, before she got her new job, and I knew that was the catalyst because she probably had so much input, but that was one of them. It's good to be part of that one thing. And 2 weeks, I said I did that 2 weeks. I said that to her 2 weeks after her grandma, 2 or 3 weeks after her grandmother died, and I made her believe in herself again. It was huge. Like, she was down the dumps. I know how to inspire confidence. And she said, maybe I should take him seriously. He's got a new job. So, and I've got all these resources, and it all started with her. I remember, I remember back, when I was, I told you guys the story. I had my hand, I was counting the tiles on the floor, and I had to raise to say hi. And next session, she told me I never had to drop my head or keep my head hung again because it shows confidence and stuff like that. And from there on in, I kind of built on that. It's a shame we kind of didn't get the run that we other did, but I'm pretty sure she was sure that I would have gone to bigger and better things. And I'm kind of happy for it. Looking back on it now, I would have loved to have been, had Jen as a counselor my whole high school career, but I knew I would move on to bigger and better things, and she kind of knew after sophomore year, after she saw just how strong a person I was and how to deal with certain conflicts and use her guidance, kind of like, he'll kind of, she goes, he'll rebound even if he falls down, My early adult years were more my dad again. And I really, in my teachers, in my psychology teachings, and that sort of propped me up. And it empowered me to make change and keep strong. And I had this one teacher slash social worker, Lillian Waugh, who I need to visit at Massasoit one of these days. I hope she's still alive. I hope she's still alive and kicking. I'm hoping to God she is. Nicest lady ever. She would help me proofread my papers, help me think, and help me recover, comfort me when I needed it, provide a good laugh when she needed. She was amazing. God bless her soul, Lillian Waugh, if you're out there, if you're out there and you somehow find this guy on the internet, if you hack it on the internet, I want to thank her for that. She was an interesting one. She was an interesting one. Her story was she had two daughters, and she'd been divorced twice. I think she was married twice. I think she was married once. I think she was married once or twice. She got divorced, and she ended up having to. She was on her own for a bit. She was a very strong lady, and it reminded me that there were strong women out there and that they could be guides from time to time. I think she reminded me a lot of my counselors and my teachers and my mom. My mom's always been a good role model, and been a good role model. Out of the person who brought me into this world, of course, made me possible. So, mom is somebody I've always looked up to. She's always she's the one who kind of taught me to kind of psychologically see through everybody's baloney. Dad kind of taught me how to do it, but mom taught me how to really do it. Like, she taught me how to read women and all this other stuff. She's always been an idol, and she's always been a guide for gifts and creative ideas and crafts and all this other stuff. And then later in my in my worker career, I always had some decent idols. Terry Eaton, who was probably instrumental being a role model. And it turned out that I was saving the day for more times after I under her tutelage. Very good, very kind. She kind of knew that I kind of had it in me to do a lot of stuff. I just needed somebody to bring it back out in the workforce, and she was kind of the catalyst for that. But we all know who is the. But we all know, if you guys will watch this channel, you guys will know the greatest idol, the greatest role model for me in the workforce, even though she's hot-headed and she can be a little outspoken and she's quiet, and then she could give the control to people, and sometimes, it's hard to talk to her, but I do actually have to say April is a big role model, and she was the catalyst to bring me to new heights while sort of after Terry left. And she helped me tackle a lot of people, as I said. She helped me tackle problems, and she kept me going for a long time, and she empowered me to get to market and tackle just about anything, and sort of have a huffy attitude about myself, which kind of helped in later years, and kind of be resistive, being the strong, independent lady she is, and independent lady she is. I mean, she does ask for help. I mean, independent women do ask for a strong man to help them out. So, but yeah, she was instrumental as well with that. So, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm probably approaching 25 minutes here, probably, give or take. Well, actually, no, I started at 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, about 25 minutes I'm approaching. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that those were my role models. When I go into automotive, I'm obviously going to find more role models and more people that are going to be able to empower me to take my career and teach me new and exciting things, and um, learn about cars a little bit more, and be able to fix them, and hopefully work on hybrids the next couple of decades, maybe when I retire. But I do actually owe it to those people, my parents. I'm pretty sure my aunts and uncles have also empowered me, and they've been role models too. But those are some of the main ones that have sort of allowed me to remind me that, you know, it's okay to talk to people and be confident, and especially with April, the knowledge overload sometimes. So so yeah, I mean, if April's watching out there, she stumbles upon this video, I just want to say, April, even though we have our own nonverbal little chat thing going on, it's always a good challenge. And even if we're chatting for 5 or 6 minutes, or maybe 2 seconds, we give each other a little gesture. It's power to me. You know, it's a unique friendship, and it always will be. And I don't see it as a waste of time, because we've always challenged each other non-verbally. Um, so yeah, I was finding that unique. I mean, I have Megan to talk to. She talks about that, and Tom, we always talk about games and life and stuff like that. In April, well, we have our little death laser mind battle going on, and you know, she's probably shake her head right now. She's like, typical you, typical you. Shouldn't say that. But yeah, but yeah, yeah. But one of her favorite catchphrases was, are you? One of her favorite catchphrase, April's favorite catchphrase was having fun, and then, are you surprised by this? Are you surprised by this? So funny. All right, guys, I'm gonna put this one video. I know this is probably gonna be like, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes long, because I have to tack on the original video in the dark. So I'm gonna bid you guys a good night. As usual, everybody, Mike Camo here for Massachusetts. Now for an Camo's automotive radio show, or Mike Camo's automotive radio show, M-Cars. So I will see you guys later, and I didn't tell you guys the result of the NASCAR race, did I? Before we go, I was gonna tell you, but they canceled, and I was NASCAR. Carlos won. Nope. Nope. Chase Elliott won. So Chase Elliott won. All right. Long live America. Bless America. Long live our freedoms and our rights. Long live our power to stay persistent, our power to persevere, and our power to be resilient, and the strength to overcome any obstacles. Pray for those out there. Pray for the souls out there that have that we've lost in the last years or so, and people that are suffering from COVID. Hopefully everybody will be revived and well, and we get out of this. We start to wrap up the COVID-19 as a virus, rather than a pandemic. So and also pray for my friends Tom, Meg, April. Let them all stay strong, let them overcome their obstacles, and give each other the power to persevere, be resilient, and persist. All right, good night, guys. I'll see you guys later, and we'll see you guys Wednesday night for a vlog or a radio show. Do not go away. Hope you enjoyed the little rain show earlier. Peace out, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.